Well, good afternoon, Kent City. I am in my woods, if you can tell. I am knee deep in a bunch of snow. I'm on my knees here, and I get to bring to you your pastoral devotional today. We have been going through the Sermon on the Mount. We are in the Beatitudes, and just on Sunday, we read, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." Pastor Chris did a great job showing us that the type of person who's poor in spirit, who realizes his need for God, is the type of person who grieves over the sin in their life. They grieve over how different from God's ideals we often look. And Pastor Trevor on Monday did a great devotional about how those who mourn are indeed going to be comforted, and that we're comforted by what Jesus has done on the cross in the past. We're comforted even now with him giving us his Spirit to dwell within us. Right now, he's interceding and the Spirit is with us. That's amazing. And in the future, there will come a day where every tear will be wiped away. And all of that brings us comfort. But as I got to thinking about comfort, I was thinking, what do our cold Michigan friends need today when we are surrounded by so much of this white stuff? And this morning was negative temperatures all around. What kind of comfort could we draw from an analogy of Michigan winters? Well, I have it for you, but first I'm going to read for you God's very word from Psalm 30, and this is what it says. Specifically verse 4 and 5. David tells us to sing praises to the Lord, O you his saints, and give thanks to his holy name. Why? Well, he tells us in verse 5. For his anger is but for a moment, but his favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes in the morning. That reminds me of a youth group song, I'm Trading My Sorrows. You probably know it. But really, this idea of weeping that lasts for the night and joy coming in the morning, it made me think of Michigan. It made me think of our winters. Right now, my property is covered in this white fluffy stuff. And if I look out my window, I would think there is not a chance that anything green is ever going to grow again. Maybe sometimes you've wondered that. Usually we start to feel that at the end of February and March. We're just like, this is the never-ending winter. I don't think spring exists. I think it's a lie. So we wonder about these things because in Michigan, we get so overwhelmed by the white stuff that comes and covers the earth. Right now we've got, 20 inches of it? It is just covering everything, and we might be tempted to believe that green might never grow again. But as we said, weeping may linger on and feel like it's lasting forever. But joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. Underneath all of this right now, underneath the blanket of this cold, frozen snow, there are, and I don't exaggerate, millions and millions and millions of sprouts, of seeds, of plants. All types of God's creation right now, even on my property, that are just waiting for the morning. They're waiting for spring, when all of this snow melts away, and finally the warmth and all the water that's saturated into the soil starts them off on a journey of life and joy. That's the analogy I want to bring to you today. Weeping may tarry, it may linger, it might feel like it's happening forever. And honestly, I have no idea what's going on in your life right now. You might have had the worst year ever, you might not. You might be going through something today that you never thought you would and that you wish you would never go through. And it might feel like it's going to last forever. But I'm here to tell you, it lasts for the night, but the morning is coming. The dawn is on its way. Just as this snow will melt and the grass will grow in my yard, and even in these woods that are right behind me, we will see leaves of aspen and maple and oak and all of these wonderful things. Honeysuckle right over there. My woods will be filled with ferns that are almost chest high. All of that is coming in the morning. It's all coming in spring. Now, I really have no idea what your mourning is right now, but I'm here to tell you that I know God is up to something good in it. And for some of us, we might not see exactly what that even is until God makes all things new and we see exactly what he was doing in the midst of our mourning. But if you're a believer, if you have put your faith in Jesus and you have trusted in him, I know something. I know that all things are working for your good and for God's glory. And so whatever purposelessness you feel because of all of the winter, all of the mourning, all of the suffering that you're enduring, you can know that God is up to something good in it. He is. That's who he is. I don't know if you know that or not. The God we serve, he's good. Always. He's not holding out on you. He's not cold. He's not distant. He's not reluctant to help you. He sees what you're going through. He knows you and he loves you more than you could ever know. And so, joy is going to come in the morning. God is working all these things for good, and underneath all this snow, there's life just waiting to blossom. Have a fantastic day and know that the Lord is with you.